All right, well, welcome back here. Live from Orlando, MLG Championship Sunday. Str8 Rippin up 2-0 against Instinct here in the losers bracket final. It's Championship Sunday. It's been a great weekend. We're just getting started, though, on this matchup. Instinct down in a hole, but not out yet. Str8 Rippin doing a good job. Bouncing back from last night's surprise loss to Ambush. They just sent Ambush home. So, T2, ready to go. Elamite, I love it. I can't wait. What do we got here?
You know what? I'm really impressed by both of these teams. How far and how well they've played so far. Instinct, they're starting to struggle a little bit towards the end of the night, but Str8 Rippin, they just seem to be warming up. But you know what? It's the best of 5 series. This is going to be game 3. It is crucial crunch time right now for Instinct. Let's see if they can do it. Coming up next is a game type they kind of like. It's Construct King of the Hill, and I'm pumped to see how is Victory X, Macchio, Lunchbox, and Roy going to come off of game 2 and that loss. Alrighty, well, it is game time. You see the pre-game lobby. T-Squared getting excited, all smiles. Let's get this game started. But before we do, we got a few guys on Instinct talking a little bit of strategy before they get started here, Sonny. A little delayed start, but now everyone is ready to go.
Last game. Okay, don't forget, they only lost that last game by a few kills. It was a last-minute rush by Str8, and they were trading kills back and forth. So this could very easily have been a 1-1 series right here. They like this game type. They're able to win this. Maybe that gives them some momentum to get back in this series.
Yeah, and you know what? You can't ever count out Instinct when it comes to Narrow's Flag or Team Slayer on the pit, one of their favorites. So
1 win's all it takes to get yourself back on track sometimes.
And their battle rifles, they're the same. All they need to do is improve that teamwork and improve the communication right now and get that team shot back on like they had it on earlier in the tournament. Let's jump on board, though, with Lunchbox. He's trying to get things started here in King of the Hill. They got the early 22nd to 2 lead. Oh, my Warrior hiding underneath the rockets. See Lunchbox chasing him down, forcing him into his teammate. And there we go, 27 to 2. Finally, it looked like Mackie was taken out of the hill, and Lunchbox is going to jump right in there. I like how they're focusing on the hill.
All right, so we're here right now. We got, oh, nice shot there by Lunchbox.
Who does that?
Oh, Lunchbox, apparently. Now, we just had Fear itself up here. Great guy, silky, sexy voice. I got somebody else up here who's looking pretty sexy. We got SK, captain of Trickers Down. How you doing, my man? How you feeling right now?
I'm doing great, and I've got to say that these are the best seats in the house, other than the ones behind the TVs down there.
I'll tell you what the best seat in the house is going to be if you guys keep playing the way you're playing. Championship. You're going to be sitting there number 1. You're going to be able to hold that up and say, how much does that mean to you? We've seen you here for a while. How much does it mean to be playing for that coming up next?
It means the world to me. Like, I put all the time and effort into this, working with my team. We play all the time, just going over everything, and we try every series. We never like slack, and it just mean everything if we got to that point and won as a team, our first tournament.
Now, SK, you had a nasty battle rifle when we were watching up against Instinct. But what I thought was even nastier were the hand pistols after the game. What was that all about?
It was only necessary. I had to do something. There's a lot of trash talk going on the forums, on the MLG forums, and I just felt like I had to show them, you know.
Well, what's up?
Just show them what's
give
up.
A little Shooter McGavin action.
Do you guys feel like maybe you've been slept on a little bit by some folks out there, maybe not given the respect that you deserve? Because you guys you've placed well.
I don't really ever want to like I don't feel like I need respect from, you know, other people than my team. That's the only respect that I need. If other people think
little cell phone noise there, I think maybe.
Yeah, Lynn's Panther answering his cell phone, our photographer. We're trying to work here, Lynn.
Typical.
But anyway, I like your answer right there, the respect factor, the fact that your team's respect means more to you. That's the thing you're concerned about. That's the thing that you want. Now, this team, this lineup that you have right now, it's new. Let's not forget, we've been talking about it all weekend, but Snipe Down, the new addition to the team. How are you guys gelling? You seem very comfortable together.
Well, we were kind of forced into the situation. So when we had our backs up against the wall, we just sat down, talked, said, let's just do it. Let's go into Orlando and just show everyone what we're capable of.
Were you excited that Snipe Down became a free agent?
I didn't know what to think. There was a lot of there was a lot of trash talk between Fear itself and Snipe Down, but they actually, Fear itself was really excited to pick him up right away. Everyone on our team was, but Fear was like one of the first people who threw his name out there right away.
Right now we are checking out as Macchio is getting intense. Right now we are seeing as Instinct fighting still here in the losers bracket. It is game 3. They're down 2-0. They need this game to stay alive in the tournament. It's 81-44. Let's check out what Macchio's talking about.
All right, so now you're used to playing against guys. You said these seats are a little bit different. You get to see everything. We got everybody's screens up here. Have you ever seen the Macchio cam? Have you ever seen this guy?
I teamed with him for a whole year, and let me tell you, it is impressive. It requires a lot of movement in the face, a lot of muscles to do the things he does.
He's intense. He gets into the game. Does that sometimes work against him, though? Do you think that maybe having teamed with him, you know a little bit about how his mind works and how to get in there and maybe mess with that a little bit?
The thing about that, actually, it's funny you bring that up, is he really gets into it. And when you beat him, he's like the momentum. He just kind of thinks about it, he gets upset, and he, as the captain of his team, kind of brings him down with him.
Well, I gotta say, I think a lot of people maybe are learning more about you. Obviously, we knew you as Halo God for a while, SK now, but you know what? I think you've kind of propelled yourself out there. You have a lot of fans here at this event, and I've been saying that you're one of the nicest guys who've been on the circuit for a while. Very respectful of your teammates. You play the game the right way. What kind of advice do you have to somebody out there right now who's trying to lead their squad? You've been in a position where you had to prove yourself, you had to kind of put yourself on the map. What's that process like? What are those few words you might have for a guy who say, you know what, I want to be like SK one day?
Well, the best advice I ever got for my first team, which is actually Toxin, who's a really good Halo 1 player, he just said, just go to events. There's really nothing else. Just go to the events and show everyone what you're made of. It's the best advice I ever got.
Well, you've definitely been doing that. You've been showing not just us what you're made of, but you've been showing everybody out there what you're made of, because they're playing for the right to challenge you for the championship while you're sitting up here with us, and I'm happy to have you up here. Puckin, Sundance, and we got SK up here enjoying this matchup. Right now, Instinct doing some damage on Str8 Rippin, but again, they're down 2-0. Let's take a little bit of time here to look at the game. I want to get your opinion here. Who for Instinct is going to be the key if they're going to turn this around?
I'd say Lunchbox. If he steps his game up, I think they'll start clicking and they'll just be unstoppable. They might take a couple of games off us. They'll come back and win this series. We'll see.
Now, previous series aside, okay, you have a 3-0 lead against Instinct, so obviously that makes it a little bit easier for you in your mind to play against them again. But let's say it was all even and you hadn't faced them. Would it mean more to you to beat them for the championship than Str8 Rippin?
It actually would, because they forced us into a situation, and it's kind of, when you're forced into a situation, you're not really happy with it.